Jeremiah, thank you. Shea is a 5-time New York Times best-selling author. Most recently, the fifth, in fact, of those, Expensive Basketball, his new book, which is on sale now. He's also a preeminent voice around the NBA, so we're thrilled to have him to talk hoops here today. And Shea, let's start with the book. Let's start with the title, Expensive Basketball. I think it creates some curiosity when people hear that name. So what does Expensive Basketball mean to you?
Expensive basketball means to me what it means to everybody, which is just basketball that feels important, something that feels meaningful, feels special. It's like just a phrase to capture that. Here's what you hopefully will be experiencing, right? And I'm gonna answer this anecdotally. If we jump back just a couple of months prior to us starting the show, we were talking about the arc that the Pacers have gone on as a franchise over the last few months, right? Going from way up top to now pretty sad. But if we go back to game 1 of the finals, when the Pacers are bringing the ball up and you get the ball into Haliburton's hands, right? And at this point, we saw him do it in the first round. We saw him do it in the second round. We saw him do it in the third round. Every single round in the playoffs, for the first time ever, he hit a game-winning shot, right? And now game 1 of the finals, your guy has the chance to do that. He's bringing the ball up the court. As he's bringing it up the court, everybody in OKC, when they're watching it, already hands on their head. Oh, my God, is he about to do it to us? We watched him do it to everybody else. Is he about to do it to us? Everybody who was rooting for the Pacers was fist pumped like, here we go. He's about to do it to them. He's going to do it. Dribbles up, gets to a spot, and pulls up for that shot. When the ball was in the air, as it's traveling, and OKC fans are, oh, no, and Pacers fans are, oh, yes. As it's going there, nobody, not one single person in the entire world who was watching that play thought if this shot goes in, Tyrese Haliburton's going to be 7 for 18 from the field. Nobody thought of it. You don't think of a number when a cool basketball thing is happening. You just feel emotions. That's what the book is. Every single chapter in the book, it's like a basketball thing that made you feel an emotion. There are numbers in the book. There are stats in the book. The book is not a refutation of stats. Excuse me. It's not a reputation of stats. It's just proposing that maybe we should all remember that the reason we love basketball is because it makes you feel something in a way that no other thing does.
You are a noted Spurs fan, but as we discussed in our previous conversation with you a couple of years ago, you grew up a big Reggie Miller fan too.
Oh, yeah.
As you're describing that Tyrese Haliburton moment, I can't help but feel like you're also describing some Reggie Miller in there as well. So we asked you back then, game on the line, one shot, Reggie Miller or Steph Curry. I believe you said Reggie Miller. So let's move that to today, in line with the theme of your book. Mm-hmm. Reggie Miller, Tyrese Haliburton, game on the line. Where are you going?
Easy breezy. I'm going to grab this. Easy breezy. I keep this on my desk with me at all times. This is a Reggie Miller basketball card. The guy who made me fall in love with basketball, the killer himself. Who did Tyrese Haliburton mimic when he hit the game winner against New York? Who did everybody say, I need to hear from this guy every time Tyrese Haliburton hit a shot? They were looking for Reggie. Give me Reggie every single time. He's the king. He's the king of these things. You know what I found out? It's funny you mentioned Steph here, right? Because that's the greatest shooter who has ever lived. Like, unequivocally, he's the number one shooter who has ever lived. That being said, in his career, in the entirety of Steph Curry's career, who has hit more three-pointers than anybody has ever hit ever in the history of the world, he has only one time hit a game-winning buzzer-beater shot. Just one. Only one time, ever, which is the craziest possible stat to me. I just wanted to mention that because I think it's so interesting. But give me Reggie. Anytime if you ask me this question every 4 years for the next 100 years, there's never going to be somebody who I would trust more with my life on the line. We need a shot. Could you imagine if Reggie Miller played basketball today when the three-pointer is weaponized in the way that it is? He was doing that when you weren't supposed to do that. Imagine if he was here when you are supposed to do that. Reggie Miller would average 54 points a game in this NBA.
Final question, in line with the book, how expensive was the Pacers' run to Game 7 of the NBA Finals for Pacers fans?
Oh man, what a tremendous amount of fun that was. What heartbreak it was in Game 7. I think that was very expensive. So there's a section in the book about the 1993 Charlotte Hornets, right? And effectively, what the subtext of the chapter is that you don't have to win a championship to be remembered forever. The '93 Hornets didn't win anything, but nobody will ever forget him. Nobody who was watching basketball at the time will ever forget them. Same with the 2002 Sacramento Kings. Same with the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns. Like sometimes a basketball team plays basketball in a way that just is beautiful, objectively beautiful, and we all decide as fans we're never going to forget this team. I think the Pacers. I think we fast forward 30 years. Nobody is going to say, apologies to Oklahoma City. Nobody outside of Oklahoma City is going to say, oh man, remember the 2024 Thunder? Nobody's going to say that. But they will say, remember the 2024 Pacers? You know what I mean? That team will live forever. That run will live forever. You didn't have to win. It would have been nice if they won a championship. I think if Tyrese doesn't go down, they win that game. But it doesn't matter that they didn't win the game. Sometimes a team, a player, whatever, is important to basketball for a reason other than winning. The Pacers are the 2024 Pacers. I think they're going to live for a long, long time.
You are evoking so many emotions and memories as you say that, I know, for so many Pacers fans, which is kind of the point of the book, right? So, Shea, we appreciate the time here very much. I know you were on quite the tour, so thanks for carving out some time with us here on Pacers Live Pregame.
Always for the Pacers.
Back to you, JJ.